So you're welcome back to Full Stack Web Development Training, okay, Web and App Development, and this is part 2. All right, so this is what we are working on. You probably saw this in the advertisement. This is what we are working on, and this is the part 2 of this login and registration. So what we'll be doing basically is that we'll not be learning, I'll not be teaching you. It's a training from scratch, but I'll not be teaching you what is H1, what is this, what is that. I will be building projects, and as we build projects, I'll be explaining everything we encounter to you. All right, so I won't have you to learn all of the tags, all of the elements, all of the styles, and all of the identifier. Then we start building project. No, we build projects, and as we encounter something while we build projects, then I will begin to explain whatever thing we encounter. So this is where we stop in the part 1, the first part. This is where we stop. We're able to print out this welcome to Xeon Pay on the screen, and we did that inside of the index file. So before we do anything today, I would like us to delete what we've done. Now I ask you to screenshot your source document to me and post it under the comments of this particular post on Facebook. Just one, I'm encouraging you to do that. All right, make sure you do that. Screenshot your source document to me and post it. And also, when I give some task, when I give some projects, I would like to see you post your projects on the comment section of the post. All right, so today we'll be starting with something. All right, we have to install some extensions. So let's delete all of these things that we have. All right, let's delete all of these things. So how do we install extension of VS Code? For unsolved blind, most of you can also install your extension, but I advise you to use VS Code in this training. So how do we install extension? Just click on this. I know on your own VS Code, if you just install it, you will not be seeing. You will not see this. You will not see this. You will not probably see PowerShell. Of course, you will not see PowerShell. You will not see Jupyter. These are the things I installed myself. All right. So, but you will see extension. Okay. So click on extension. Make sure you are connected to the internet. Click on extension. We want to install 3 things presently. Firstly, we want to install Live Server, and I'll explain what we use Live Server for. So we're installing Live Server. You see Live Server will appear here. Then you click on install. All right, you see install here. I've installed it already. That's why I see disable or uninstall. So you click on install, and it's again installed. All right, our Live Server is what helps us to preview our website on a server, on a local server, something like localhost, but this is not localhost, Live Server. So with Live Server, we don't have to when we're previewing our website. For instance, this is the website preview, and this is the source for this. This is the source document for this website. So for instance, this is currently running on Live Server. Okay, so when I click on, let me change this welcome to good day. I don't have to refresh here before the changes is being made. You can see good day. I don't have to refresh. So that is the purpose of Live Server. And currently, this particular website is running on this server. This is the server 1, 2. I think you should start with HTTP 127.0.01 and so on and so forth. So this is the server that this website is running on currently, and it's running only on my laptop. You can't access it right now until I host it online, maybe using a free hosting like Netlify, as I taught in my previous video, or a normal hosting. So that is that for Live Server. That's what we use Live Server for, in order for us to be able to load our website or to host our website on a local machine. All right, and to be able to access it using the port numbers. All right, so now I haven't done that. You have to also install. So how do I know that Live Server is installed on my laptop? When you right click, you see open with Live Server, stop Live Server. Okay, you see once it's installed, you see open with Live Server. That means your Live Server has been successfully installed. And that you want to install is your prettier. We use prettier to format, to make prettier. I hope I'm getting this. All right, this is prettier. We use prettier to format our code, especially JavaScript code. Okay, so you have to get your prettier installed. It will help you to arrange your code. When you click on save, it will help you to arrange your code when you're working with JavaScript, because I've always noticed that it's only working on JavaScript. So of course we'll be using JavaScript in this tutorial. So install your prettier. Once it's installed, then I will show you something later when we start using JavaScript. So the next thing you want to install, you have to make sure it's installed is Emmet. So let me see if I got the Emmet. Yeah, I think I found it. Emmet. So Emmet usually comes with VS Code. All right, so you might not need to install. Now the purpose of this, why do we use Emmet, is so that we can have auto completion. Once you see that your auto completion is not working, for instance, if I press H1, I will see that I can just click on this one and it will write it for me, to complete it for me. So once you see that your auto completion is not working on your VS Code, it means that your VS Code does not currently has Emmet installed. The Emmet extension is not installed. So you have to come to your extension and install Emmet. All right. So another thing that you observe is that my icon might be different from your icon. So you can see that my icon colors are different. So how do I change my icon color? It's for me to just come here, also extension, and I'll click on maybe VS color. Am I right? Yeah, VS color. Nope, no VS color picker. So I think color is it? No, I think icon. Let me see. It should be icon. Yeah, material icon, icon font, VS Code icons. Yeah, VS Code icon. So get VS Code icon installed. All right. So when you install VS Code icon, and also install your material icon as well. Okay, material icon will give you some theme. All right, some themes. You can see I have different. We are running a different theme, right? You can see color theme and all of those things. So you can also install that VS Code icon and your material icon theme. Okay, so that will help you to change the way your folders and your files are appearing. All right, so but that is not really what determines whether your website will be beautiful or not. So let's come back to our tutorial. So I've showed you how to install extensions on your VS Code. VS Code is a text editor that will help you to code. That's what helps us to code. So many people have been asking me, what are the applications that is required for programmers? For me, I don't understand that question. They would have just say what is the text editor, or what are the compilers? All right. So now let's continue. All right. So this is my source document. Don't bother about this video folder you are seeing. That is where I'm saving the video for this course before I upload online. All right. Just keep the video, and you'll probably also have this folder when you use live server. Okay, so now where do we start from? This is my source document. You can see that my source document is empty. Don't bother about these two folders you are seeing. My source document is currently technically empty. Okay, let me see if I can get my source document to you. So this is our current preview of this website, but let me just quickly minimize it. Let me show you my source document. I'm coming. So I have it on Xeon codes, then I have it Xeon tutorial and login and reg. So you can just see that my source document is currently empty. So where do we start from? What is the first thing that is required for us to do? All right, what's the first thing that is required for us to do? The first thing is for you to know what type of projects are you building. So what type of project are we building in this first part of the tutorial? Okay, what type of project are we building? We are building just a simple login and registration page with some slider and maybe 3 pages. Okay, this is the sign up page and this is this login page. So this is what we are building. So that's our project. So we have to know you have to have the project you are building in mind. Okay, so this is the project we are building in mind, and currently we are building this first of all just for mobile screen. Okay, now having know the project you are building in mind, where do you start from? When it comes to coding, the first place you start from is by having our index file, by creating our index file. Why do we use index file? So for instance, index.html. When you want to create a file, click on this file, new file. This new file, want to create a folder, this new folder. When you want to refresh, you click on this. So why do we usually use index.html file? When you host your website online, okay, when your website is online, the server usually looks for your index file. Index means like the first, or it connects to every other file. It's the major file of it's going to be like your home page. Okay, it's going to be like it's actually your own page. For instance, when you log into your school portal, most of the school portal, you see a welcome page. That welcome page is the index file. Okay, so that is why we usually, without this index file, if you host your website on Netlify without the index file, your website will not run. Your website will not run. So automatically your server will look for this index file, okay, in order for it to identify the home page of your website. So that is why we usually use index file. So what is the next thing for us to do? Okay, now let me just show you the basic structure of the HTML, which is, it starts from declaring the version of HTML, which is doc type. You use less than exclamation mark doc type, okay, then HTML, and you close it. So what you have just done here is that you are telling the browser that this is an HTML5 document. Okay, then you follow by your HTML itself. I'm coming, followed by the HTML itself. Don't worry about these steps. This step might not just be necessary. Then in your HTML, you can enter some attributes. I will explain attribute later. Let's say language attributes, and then just set to English. Then inside of this HTML, we want to have our head. We want to have the head. Okay, inside of the head, we want to have title. This is just the basic structure of the website. Then title might be login and registration. Login and registration. Then after the head, we want to have, after the head, we usually have the body, just like the part of the body. We have the body. All right. Then after the body, inside of the body, we can have our website content. Then this is where, okay, this is title, this head. All right. Then after this place, hope I'm not mixing it. So I think that is it. So basically, this is how our website structure looks. So this is declaring that this is an HTML5 element, document. This is where the website starts. This is the head that describes the website, the way the website looks. All right, and it usually carries our title, okay, of the website. And this is the body, where whatever thing you enter inside of this body will be what we display here. Okay, so if I should enter something inside of this head, let me show you. Let's enter something here. Let's say p tag. Okay, and I say welcome. Of course, you won't see it displaying because you actually declared it inside of the head. Head only carries instruction about the website. But what if I enter something in the body? If I enter something in the body, let's just place it here. Okay, then what is happening? Okay, we can see welcome. So I wasn't sure that that's actually working initially. Let's paste this one. Let's do this one. Let me refresh. Okay, it actually should. Actually, it should. So, but usually the head carries information about the website. I'm coming. Let me see. Okay, so usually the head carries information about the website, and even if you place it anywhere in the document, it's still going to show because it's part of the document. All right, but usually the head carries the information about the website. This is where we can declare some metadata. I will just show you that later. All right, and your website title, you can also include some file here. For instance, you can include our style sheets where we start using CSS and so on and so forth. So what do we usually have here? This is where we have the body of the website. For instance, I can say h1, declare h1 element, and say welcome to my website. Okay, then p tag, that is paragraph. This is a full stack web development class. So when I check the preview, I will see it showing here. All right, so having said that, this is the basic way by which the website structure looks like. Okay, but do we have to do it always like this? No. So how do we start? When you use VS Code, that's why it's very good for you to use something like VS Code. When you use VS Code, all you have to do in order to declare the basic structure, to get a basic structure, just click on your Shift and 1. Once you click on your Shift and 1, you have this exclamation mark. Just press enter. Okay, then you have everything is declared for you. So you can see your HTML5 declaration that okay, this document's an HTML5. Then you can see where the website starts from. This is the head. From here to here is the head, then the body, and the closing tag for the HTML. That is this where the website ends. Do you understand? So these are our title for us. These are some metadata. You actually do not always need this. This is for Chrome, for Edge browser, so you might not need this. So this is the chassis that is telling us that we are running our language, our character with UTF-8. Just leave that for now. Then this must be there. Just leave all of this for now. Okay, so we got this. We're able to get this pressing our shift and exclamation mark. Okay, then enter or tab. This was possible because we have Emmet. I have Emmet installed on my VS Code. So in case you try to do your own shift and space, I do not see that template coming out, then you can message me. You can make it comment on the post, or try as much as possible to install your Emmet on your VS Code. Alright, so this is where it starts from, and our work can now proceed from here. And whatever thing we enter here, of course, we should know that is what we will see here. Alright, so having said that, in the next video, we proceed directly to start building this particular interface. Alright, so like I say, it's the training that is starting from scratch, and I will be explaining some terms to you. I would like you to build project as you learn. I don't like you to learn everything, because usually you tend to forget. It has happened to me over and over again. Alright, it has happened to me over and over again. But I discovered that you learn as you build projects. That is the secret to learning and to becoming good at what you do. When it comes to development, you learn as you build project, as you give yourself tasks. So I will advise you that after this our training, you code everything by yourself from beginning to the ending. You code it like 3 times. You've coded it three times. Then you look for different solutions to also apply to it to get the same results. All right. So my name still remains Olumide, and I'll see you in the next class. Thank you very much.